this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And so it's Oklahoma City. Close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the man in the first. He had... Thanks for joining.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley in at the point guard. Over in the corner, Randall. Misses the three. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. To the inside. Joe passes to Williams. Chalk up two there. And the Thunder lead by 21.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Timberwolves ball.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Conley, the pass to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Back to Wallace. Wiggins left side. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. Plays it in off the breakaway. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
And right there, Edwards shows you his ability to impact both sides of the ball.
Higgins outside. Joe passes to Wallace. It's stolen by Edwards. And now we've got some time to check. Edwards with the dunk of the night.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Wallace drawing the double team. Fires for three. Williams. Caruso finds Wallace. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 15. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Oklahoma City's gone past the three-point line. For 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Now beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that
Anthony Edwards.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Wallace against McDaniel. Passes it to Joe. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Joe's got his third basket of the night.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Edwards inside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Wallace misses. Timberwolves trail by 14 to the middle. And Randall throws it down.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step. Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. And stolen by Caruso. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
T-shirts are incoming, fans. Get out of your seat and get loud.
The Thunder leading by 14. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 20 points for him. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following his footsteps, terrific story.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. And it's off from three-point. Range. Here's Edwards. Edwards going all the way.
Well, add a little entertainment to that layup. Could you imagine if he missed it? Coach would have been all over it.
He gets it in there.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Dort.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And the second free throw, good. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Kicks it to Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Edwards. And he goes right over Hartenstein and slams it down.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Corner shot. They get it back. Gobert. Randall outside. The pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Oklahoma City leading by 20. The kick out to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in, and the basket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points in the quarter.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Pass to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. It's hauled in by Edwards. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in this game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Michael Conley picks one up.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Conley finds Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. Bangs home the trifecta. McDaniels got 5 points so far.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And that's now 33 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Hartenstein outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his first 2 points of the night.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Count that bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points here in the second half.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jumper.
Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Oklahoma City ball. Substitution on the court.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
The Timberwolves.
Thunder out in front,
65.
delivering vote. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Wiggins is out there with Williams. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Wallace. And it's Joe in at the 1 spot. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Wiggins outside. 3-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And that one drops. Wallace has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Oklahoma City. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Randle down low, covered by Wiggins. Edwards from deep three-point territory. Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Wallace drawing the double team. Here's Joe. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. McDaniels with the ball. And it's Wallace picking him up. They grabbed their own miss. Oklahoma City leading by 23. Out to the right wing. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Back to Caruso. Wallace outside. And it's good for 2. Wallace has got 4 points this quarter. Timberwolves on offense. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Wiggins outside. Here's Joe, covered by Conley. Here's Wiggins. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Edwards. Rebound by Williams.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Pass to Joe. Here's Wallace. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. Shot clock at 2. Good on the shot. Caruso's got his first points of the game.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Will it go? And finished off by Edwards.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Wallace, the pass to Joe. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. Conley with a wide-open look. No good from outside. The Thunder have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Here's Wallace. Drills it from outside.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. Out to Wallace. Back to Wiggins. Floats it up for Williams. Pushing it up. Throws it up high. And finished off by Gobert.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Free throw good, Edwards.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
And Edwards drops them both. Oklahoma City's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Puts one up from 19. From 15 feet away. Stolen by McDaniels. Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. And finished off by McDaniel.
Anthony Edwards.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Conley dishes to Edwards. Back to Conley. Driving to the basket. Dort grabs the miss.
Timeout for Oklahoma
Dort's got
City.
4 rebounds now tonight. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, I know what their coach is preaching in this huddle. Can you guys please stop turning it over?
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hey, guys. No doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Ansel Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Over in the corner, Randall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
2 shots.
And Gobert drops them both. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. They get it again. Gilgeous-Alexander. And an intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to go. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Another miss by Minnesota. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Holmgren. Holmgren's got 3 assists in the game. Edwards, no good. Thunder have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He feeds it to Holmgren. Time called here, and the Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Minnesota shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Floats it up for Randall. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the combination of power, skill, and balance? Randall gets it done above the rim on that one.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Edwards. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
At the elbow, Conley. Randall from outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Oklahoma City ball.
Oklahoma City's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Scooped up. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Tries again. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniels got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edwards. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Lots of room. And the jumper falls for him.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Oklahoma City.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Randall from outside. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's open. Nice shot from the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 47 points. Edwards against Dort. And good! He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Conley picks him up. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards looking it over, and the Timberwolves call timing. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Out to Conley, pass to Edwards, and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Holmgren with the block. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
From the inbound.
And out back to the Thunder.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So no problem for